In today's interview, we will have a discussion with a man who dealt with life challenges, poor decisions, and struggled identity. A family member who desired to be remembered for speaking his truth. This is the story of Maurice. A episode I'm sure you'll like. And if not, fuck it, I tried. Welcome to the Fit Podcast.
Podcast where you get my views, interviews, and reviews from a non-expert point of view. So,
okay.
First and foremost, I want to introduce my guest. This person is someone I grew up with periodically within my lifetime. He is my blood cousin. I am related to. Actually, it was his idea to come on my show, and once I announced on Facebook that I was gonna have a podcast, he's like, cuz I gotta get on there, I want to just speak my truth. And I'm like, bro, without further ado, tell me, who are you from your point of view?
Man, from my point of view, first and foremost, it's Mo G, Orlando, you know what I'm saying, Starks the kid, government name Maurice, Halliburton, y'all know who it is, man. You niggas is bitches out in the streets. I rob you niggas and walk the streets with no face mask on. Niggas know what it is. But I'm here to speak my truth,
Hold the fuck up. Did you just say I rob niggas and man, look, cuz, look, let me tell you something, man. I mean, yes, speak your truth, okay? You rob certain niggas with no mask on.
Hey.
You definitely ain't robbing that. Like, chill out, relax with this gangster shit. Now, I ain't gonna try to dictate nobody way, self-description and everything else. Just relax, man. Just relax. There's no need to around niggas with no mask. Come on, cuz. It's all good, man. Tell me your background. Tell me from your point of view, outside of what I may know, it might be a different view from your vision. So tell me, man, where you from?
I'm from Grand Rapids, Michigan.
Okay, what side of town?
Southeast side. Grew up on Thomas and W.
Okay.
939, you know where it's at.
For sure. You didn't have to give out numeral address. You never know somebody else stay there now. Right. Relax. We'll have to beat that out or edit it so to kill on. Be real, But tell me, how was it growing up for you? What was your childhood like from your point of view?
It was rough. And from my point of view, I grew up with both parents in my house. My mom and my dad were married. Mm-hmm. I got siblings, but it was rough. Being beat on, being the bad kid, going to school to release my anger, being traumatized at a very young age, Mm-hmm. I'd have been through it all. You did, but at the end of the day, I'm me. Mm-hmm. And that's what I want people to accept me for, me being me.
No question. Question.
So
when you was growing up on Thomas and Dobie, what year was that time? In the beginning, like one of the dopest times you can remember.
Oh, man, I see.
Because I understand you're an 80s baby.
Yeah, I'm an 80s baby.
One of your fondest memories.
Man, everybody used to come over to the house, man. It's just like, I can't say, pinpoint, because I got so many good memories there.
No question.
But one of my finest memories, man, I grew up with family. I grew up with my siblings there. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I knew who my cousins was. I knew who my brothers and sisters was. Mm-hmm. I knew my aunts and uncles was. It was an understanding. It took a village to raise us all.
No question.
And we wasn't told when we went as growing up, like, one day you're gonna have your own family. We raising y'all together, but one day y'all not gonna be together because each one of y'all gonna have your own family. Mm-hmm. And it's gonna be on y'all to raise them the way we raising y'all, but we wasn't told that. Mm-hmm. But we wasn't told that it was okay to be something at that time because you had to hide it. Mm-hmm. It was, you had to keep certain stuff, and you couldn't talk about certain stuff. But this is what you was. But today it's something different.
What do you mean by something different today?
Hey, I'm bisexual. And by you being bisexual, it means you're gay. Like, no matter how you put it.
Come out of nowhere and just, I'm bisexual.
I like men. It ain't. There's nothing wrong with it. It's my preference. I like men and women, but I prefer to be with a man. But and I can't say that I like women because it's only certain women that I like. Okay,
so you said this was something that you've been, I guess, dealing with. Yeah, certain stuff you wasn't allowed to let come out, right? And stuff like that. So how long you been this way prior to you just up and saying that?
Man, my whole life, honestly. My whole life, John. My life, for real. I've been sexually attracted to men since I can remember. My first sexual encounter was with another boy.
Was that a violation, like some older man taking advantage of you or something?
My first initial time was a violation of me being taken advantage of, but my first willing time, to where I found out what I was in the relationship and the type of sex I like to have with a man, it was willingly.
So, cuz, tell me this shit, nigga. So tell me this. You don't think you being violated prior to you getting into a relationship with a young man at that time didn't place some initiative, ideas and attraction to a man? Because this happened and then all of a sudden you like it and you said this is what you like after you was victimized.
Right. It is. I can't say that I think when I know it plays a major part of it. By me being victimized and my first initial sexual encounter was being forced with another man, it made me feel as though it's okay to be with a man. And at that time it was shunned, but you really shouldn't judge somebody by their sexuality, because I'm still me.
Why you never brought it up to family members or, people that you look up to say, yo, this happened to me by someone that's close? I don't know if it was close. If it was someone in the family, or was it someone?
It was somebody. It was somebody in the family. I ain't gonna speak their name, right. But it was somebody in the family. And if why would you speak up and say, even though it was forcing, it was violent towards you, you liked it? So why would I say something about it?
So it was violent towards you, but you liked it in the process.
Yeah.
Was this your first sexual encounter?
Yeah.
For most heterosexual men, straight men, whatnot, like myself and others, whatever, within family, friends, or associates, how many did know that you were who you were? That you could say, hey, this person knew, but they kept that secret to themselves, or this person knew and they agreed not to say nothing. That was within
three, which is the first initial encounter. The guy with the first initial encounter that was the violent one. I ain't gonna say no names. The other one was a family member, and the other one was considered a family member, but it's really my dad's best friends. You know what I'm saying?
Was it
Son.
Any females or there were men that knew and they just didn't say anything?
It was men that knew. It was men that knew.
How old were you?
Me the first time I was like 8 or 9. You know what I'm saying? Being forced to give a man oral pleasures and being penetrated. Me penetrating the guy and me finding out what I like to be in the relationship. You know what I'm saying? I like to be the top. I was 12.
So you don't think when you had encountered that kind of violation and then all of a sudden you started to indulge, you didn't think like, yo, man, the frustration of living a double life or keeping it to yourself didn't play out in life in a way that caused you to act out? Like, wanted to fight people still, or you want to express it, but you can't, so you expressing your frustrations in other ways growing up.
No. Me lashing out growing up, we family. You know how it really was. I can't get on your podcast and lie. That's why I chose you. You can pull those questions out, and I feel comfortable with answering them to you, because like you said, fuck it, I tried, cuz. I tried. I really tried. I lived my life for me.
How did you try? You had an older brother, you had an older sister.
Trying to hold something in because I wanted to be accepted, and me not realizing that I was gonna be accepted anyway. I still it's still parts of me that me being a grown man is still, that childhood is still linked on me, because it's a certain person in my life that I desire to be accepted by this person. And I don't know if I ever get it. You know, and it's just a personal desire. You dig? Even though I know he accepts me, but will he accept me for who I am, who I really am?
Well, at the same token, when you hear someone say accept them, that doesn't necessarily mean they have to agree to your lifestyle,
right,
or whatever you
right,
you deem as your sexual preference.
Right.
For instance, I accept you as my cousin, accept you as a relative to me, but I don't have to agree to your sexual preference and or lifestyle outside of what, you know, outside of what I deem good or acceptable.
Right, right.
Yet and still, I don't have to disrespect you. I don't have to shame you. I don't have to degrade you as a man, because I remember they found out they didn't want nothing to do with you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And they made it clear that you're not even allowed around their children. Some say it's the acceptance of the lifestyle that you live that can affect those around them and their own children, especially in his case, the siblings. How you view from that angle that he come from? Do you feel that as something disrespectful? Do you feel like you paranoid, or you overthinking it? Or I mean, because obviously it started as a childhood for you,
right,
from another adult,
right,
and a lot of those who are victimized start finding victims in a sense where they just keep repeating the cycle, unfortunately. So when he say, like, I don't want to have him around my family or my children around certain people, can you blame him?
No, you have your own opinion. You I can't judge you for the way you feel, you know, and I don't have to be around you. You did. Before I decided to even tell my siblings and be honest with my siblings, I had to realize some things in life. You did. Just because we share the same blood, don't make us related. I mean,
siblings,
don't make us
meaning
family.
your brothers, sisters,
it just make us
whatnot,
related.
correct?
Yeah.
Your siblings, you tell your children?
Yeah, my siblings, my kids know. All
so
my
you
kids
spoke
know.
to your young men, and they already have an idea, they already have understanding.
They know
How
what it
did
is.
they initially take it?
It came as a shock, because it was just a phone call. Like, hey, yo, this is what it is. I'm gay, you know, and no, you ain't. I'm telling you the truth. I'm with a man right now, you know. And you know the story behind that. You know, it ain't no need to go any further.
Wait a second. I know the story of what you told me. I don't know the story about how you told your children.
Facts.
I don't have no clue about that. So even when you
I'm talking about the story about what initially happened.
All right. So even when you sat down and say, yo, I'm bisexual, like, god damn, nigga, you just came out with it. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm thinking we gonna talk about you in the streets and going to getting incarcerated, and maybe you would have brought that out later on within the conversation. The duration of the podcast, I don't ever thought you was just I'm noticing some things and I'm bisexual. I'm like, god damn, nigga, but look, I'm not tripping on that. What I want to touch on is this. You're bisexual, you say.
Yeah.
But the women in your life, have you always been honest and truthful from the beginning, or have you kept that secret from the women? I kept
that secret. But there is one, you know, chased her, you know, for years, and I ended up telling her, you know, because I wanted to know the truth about everything. I put all my cards on the table, you know, because this is the one that, you know, and just being honest, like, I stopped messing with anybody for, you know, and yeah, I feel that way about her, you know.
So the rest of the ladies you never told?
I
So
told
you
I
was
told I told my
indulging
child's
in-
mother. I told my child's mother, but it's some that don't know. Like yeah,
Like your current woman?
my current woman don't know. She know because my baby mama told her, but she don't believe it.
So we're gonna double back on that one like a little later. So tell me this, right? The woman or the women, correction, that you were dealing with prior, you know, meeting the woman that you're with now, those ladies never had a chance to know that you were sexually active with a man. You just kept it secret. Was it more of a shame tactic, like you didn't want them to dog you, or you didn't want to lose them, or you just wanted to play the game raw, to play it as is, like F it?
I was just like, fuck it, you know, I'm playing the game raw. You dig? It's only like 2 ladies that I let know, you know,
Right.
and they're the mother of my children, you know, and like
How did they take it? They kind of knew.
yeah. If you really pay attention to my actions, cuz like if y'all really would have paid attention, I gave subliminals. I left it out there. I just left it in certain words. Like, you know, we all get together, everybody at the house. You know, we rapping and stuff. You know, I'm singing. You dig? I can sing. I can
doesn't
sing.
necessarily mean you're gay,
Man, I
or
was
mean
singing
that you're
female songs.
bisexual just because you sing. You're
Singing female songs, like
like when you walked in the living room talking about what a man, what a man, what a man, what a man.
that's very subliminal. I had to keep a persona up, you know. I was always known for fighting. I was always known for being a tough guy.
But you being known for fighting and being a tough guy, that was because of the frustration of holding so much in you and not being able to express it. Because at first you said no, not really, but it's you've been locked up, right?
Yeah,
How long periodically over time have you done accumulated years?
10,
So 10-year bid.
and that's just as an adult.
There you go. Now, not counting juvenile.
Not counting juvenile.
Now, being that you're incarcerated, you know, a lot of negative stigma that come from people that get incarcerated. They say, oh, they all gay, da da da. But in your case, you were what you were before you entered.
Yeah.
How do you feel when someone say, oh, that person got locked up and he got turned out?
No, you was like that before you got locked up.
Yeah.
You
You
got
know
turned out
what?
in nowhere.
That was something I used to tell people too, especially when they say, you know, hey man, when you're locked up, you know, people talking about the longer you stay, the more things start playing with your mind. And you start, I said, nigga, no. What I would tell you is this. There were guys who was getting locked up and they were only in there for a year and they got a boyfriend.
Yeah, because
They're only in there for like 2 or 3 months and they got somebody on their arm. They protecting and fighting and killing and stabbing over and all that shit. So I'm like, all that, I know dudes who was doing life and never touched a man. Mm-hmm. They smashing female COs all day and paying for it or doing whatever they had to do. Cause I know a female CO that was getting Western Union like $3,000 for my man to hit 3 times. You know what I'm saying? Like a stack just to hit for like literally 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And she had a hustled out this world like that.
Yeah.
So his people have bread. His people like, yeah, we got you, and they'll pay for it. She, you know, make some time. You know, I was cool with homie who was telling me how it was with old girl, but
how long do that last though? Before that well dry out.
I mean, who cares? It lasts as long as it could. You smashing a female.
Fact.
But when you was incarcerated and, you know, I guess they say like the rabbit out the hat, did the people judge? Obviously, certain people would judge you and everything, but you never felt no shame. You never felt like, when did the shame go away? When did you just like, yo, I'm you know, wear this on my shoulders. I'm you know, and live this life.
Shit, you know, the shame went in prison. The shame went away when I ran into somebody and I was just like, fuck it, it is what it is. I wanted this man, you know, and I ain't care who knew. And then that's when the shame went away, and then it was really gone when I came home and I was able to to look my brother in his face and, you know what I'm saying, and tell him like, bro, I'm bisexual, and he was able to, you know what I'm saying, accept me. He told me like how he felt about it, but also he accepted me because I'm still his brother, you know.
True
but
enough.
when I was able to lift that weight up off my shoulder, and you know, my mom know, you know, so I was able to lift that weight off my shoulder, and they accepted me. Who cares about whoever else accepted me? And then the next step was my kids when they got older, to let them understand this. I got to tell them this, you know, because this is what it is, you know, and my kids accept me.
Not to be rude and cut you off, I always say, I'm glad you live in your truth. But at the same token, I got to tell you, nigga, you ain't shit.
Why?
I think every person that you have any form of sexual encounter, especially if you're having same-sex interaction and then decide to deal with the opposite sex, I think the ladies have the right to know. I know in my mind that's the right thing to do. Mm-hmm. At least give her an option, give her a heads up, like, hey, I know we about to take it there, but I'm gonna let you know. So even if it's in text or email, nigga, if you couldn't do it face to face, allow them to have the option to say yay or nay. Now, what about the women that you did tell the truth and being transparent and open about who you are? How did they take it after you tell them?
Well, one of them, yeah, she don't care, because you got to understand the type of women I deal with. You know what type of women I deal with. And then the other one, you know, I feel like because of that truth, I feel like she hates me for letting her know, you know. But I also feel as though like she deserved to know, because I'm really into this person, this woman. Like she deserves to know everything. And I tell her everything, you know. That's the one woman I tell any and everything to. Like when the podcast is over and we're done talking, and you tell me, oh, you finna release it. As soon as you tell me you're finna release it, I'm gonna call her. She'll answer her phone. She's gonna get the text to let her know that this is finna be released.
I hear that. You know, I always felt like when you decide to get certain things off your shoulders, it's a relief.
Yeah.
You know, I'm glad you're feeling that relief, but I still feel like it's a real life violation to the ladies that had no option to know, especially if all their time they thought you was a straight man. Did you ever find yourself almost get into some type of physical interaction once the news was brought? Like some lady found out and they told their brother, or somebody try to fight you over it, or someone try to out you, like, I'm gonna let the world know, or
no, because I was always able to diffuse it, to be like, nah, man, it's lying, you know, because it just started happening where my business is being told and it's not me that's telling it, you know. And I'm always and they go straight to whatever lady friend I'm with, you know, he gay, he really into men, you know, and I'll be like, oh man, that person, no, they playing, you know, and brush it off, you know.
So
I
let's say out of 5 women that you date, and you tell them, out of 5, hypothetically speaking, how many don't care? One don't care. The rest of them care, obviously.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I can say 2 because I know what I got to do to have this woman. You know.
I'm just saying in general, in the lifetime of you
like,
dealing with women, and you tell them like 5, one usually out of 5, one will care.
Yeah.
No, out of 5, they don't care. That one don't care. Okay.
1 out of 5 don't care.
Okay.
But I also don't like if I'm with a man, then I can't say that. If I'm in a relationship with the man, then I'm in that relationship with the man. If I'm in a relationship with the woman, I will cheat on this woman. Like if and I say that because I've never been in open relationship with the men, and this is some men like I want a relationship with. Like, it's
Man, cause I got
no secret to it. Cause you don't know about it, so it's probably a secret to you because you're not into that life.
no,
You know?
but I mean, like,
So it's no secret.
when you
You know about the letter community?
the what?
The letter community.
I
The LBGQ2.
I heard of them. Yes,
Okay.
definitely.
It's so it's
The alphabet community. They say
Yeah,
right
yeah,
there.
yeah. So it's just dating sites. You got Grindr. You got A for Ada, which is Adam for Adam. You got like you can
They name a gay site after Adam.
yeah, Adam for Adam.
That's fucked up. It's like they take the Bible name of Adam.
Yeah, exactly what
Hey,
it is.
man, whatever. To each their own. You
Yeah,
know,
it's
I'm here. I'm not here to cast
Like even
judgment.
when you go on
Right.
Tinder, you can let them know if you're looking for men and women or if you're looking for both.
Okay, I guess that's a
Right.
regular,
It's-
typical dating site.
Man,
but you
it's-
saying there's certain sites that's specifically for.
Oh yeah, it's specifically for
you know, in this
straight,
world,
just
it's
men.
2024. Duh, I get that.
Right.
But there ain't nothing for like intentionally download men.
Yeah, Grindr.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, and it gives you a radius. Like I can get on the app. Like if I had my phone off, I can call out though. If I had some data, I'd be able to get on there, go on Grindr, and I could put my radius within 5 miles, and all the guys within 5 miles that's Downlow or just looking to chat or hook up. You know what I'm saying? Trying to find somebody to take them off this app. You know, if within that 5 mile radius, I see them all. That's on that app and active.
Have you ever like went to a restaurant or you went to a corner store and you seen someone that was on there and you didn't expect it? You're like, what the heck?
Yeah.
You on this?
Yeah.
And you know they married or you know they got
Yeah.
a wife or
Yes,
what do you know to this day?
it ain't taboo no more.
It's far from taboo. People,
Right.
you call them anything but a girl. You got to fight it. And
Right,
you about to get
right.
argued. Shit is crazy. Yeah.
I mean, it's also
That shit crazy.
respectful
It's
too.
like, ugh.
Address a person as what they identify as. It's some men or trainees. I call them women. I address them what they identify as.
You know, I don't necessarily interact with anybody that is sexually, safe sex, attractive, whatever.
Uh-huh.
The ones that I ever came across, I just treat them like human beings.
Uh-huh.
You know, it could be a guy who is a waitress or waiter, whatever you want to call them, or it'd be addressed as. I don't be like, you know, like purposely, yo, what up, dude? Because I don't try to initiate no problems, whatever. I understand what's the going concept of that situation regarding those in the alphabet community and how they want to be addressed and respected, whatever. But at the same token, I don't want to say, like, to me the word gay or someone being homosexual, to me it's not a thing bad if you identify that. My thing is only to a person who hides it. You feel me? The download dudes. If you gay and you live your life as such and the world knowing the people you know, I mean, you're provocative, of course, you know,
Right,
ain't
right.
nobody else's business to know. But if you're living your life in that manner, so be it.
Right.
But if you are a homosexual man and you sleeping with other men and sleeping with
A woman.
women
Uh-huh.
and living that lifestyle just like that without the women having zero clue what you're doing, them the ones I have a issue with.
Okay.
I feel like those are the real life problematic people. One of my friends, right? She was like, "I don't like how you feel that, because how you feel about that is just so desensitized to a man who want to come out but he can't. And
That's
he's
true.
doing he living a double life because he really want to, but he don't want to lose his wife. He don't want to lose
That's
his kids.
true.
He did. Then I'm like, fuck that.
That's
that is
true.
unfair, though, to the woman.
It's not
That's
unfair.
It's very
It's not
unfair. You are having sexual relations with the same sex and then taking that same dick and putting that dick into a woman vagina who, assuming you're just sleeping with her or at least females in general.
So can I ask you a question?
She has the right to know.
She have a right to know because it's a man. But what if I'm also having anal sex with her, and then I'm sticking my dick inside her vagina?
That's just as disgusting, brother. And it's just as wrong.
So
let her have the liberty to know. Let her have the liberty to know. That's all I'm saying.
Now,
let
what
her
if
have
it's,
the idea.
What
and you agree to that now, right?
Yeah, I can agree.
You don't agree to this day like a man should stay secretive and not let his wife know what he's doing behind closed doors. A man should stay.
That's on him. He might.
But that's on him. But do you agree to that shit?
Yeah, because you might lose your wife. You might lose something that you don't want to lose.
You shouldn't sit back and try to hide it in the first place before you decide to date her, before you decide to propose to her, decide to go down under the oath of God and put the marriage into play. Maybe you shouldn't went that far.
Until they ready to come out. Why not? Right? Because you're gonna lose everything. You can lose everything. You know.
Man, you can lose everything.
You can lose everything.
And she can lose everything.
How can she lose everything?
Well, okay, I'll tell you. You hurt if that woman loved you and that woman was with you, or that woman had any idea that you potentially can be the future of her life. She lose her everything within you. Okay.
But she can bounce back because she can find her everything within another man.
You can.
But once, hold on, hear me out.
Yep.
Once I'm out and I'm in it's in the open, I lose value. My community looks at me differently. Now I got people wanting to harass me because this is the way I am. Hey y'all, hi. The door's open. I'm out of the closet now. I want you to accept me for me, but you're not. Because I'm shunned because I like another man, and that's against biblical terms. That's against the law. We wasn't raised like this, you know? But it's okay. It's okay for two women to be together. It's okay for these two women to be in this relationship, and one is cheating on this other woman, not only with other women, but with another man. And then it don't come out until she end up pregnant. Oh, now I really like men. No, now you out of the closet. You don't like men. You like this man. You dig? Like, I don't like women. I like these certain women.
These certain women is plural, meaning more than one. And two, no one's saying just because it's two women, Dylan, she shouldn't let her male counterpart know, or her significant other who happen to be a man. I know. No one said that's
the way of the world.
I'm not going against that at all. I feel on both ends. Down low women as well should let their husband know. Down low women, down low men should live their truth.
Understand.
And not give a fuck if somebody use it against you.
Understand.
Me personally, I feel like it's a true violation to yourself and your well-being if you don't live your fucking truth.
Right. But when you come out of that closet, and this is for men, when you come out of that closet, right, now the whole world looks at you completely different. You are being viewed and judged by the entire world.
Let me cut you off on that one. At one point in time, maybe at one point in time, it was very, very, very looked at as a wrong thing, especially in our culture. In today's time, the alphabet community have so much power to say the F word. You lose everything in comparison to say the N word.
Yeah.
There's no excuse today.
You know why? You know why?
I know why.
Why?
Because the power dynamic shifted hardcore.
It's a hate crime.
And they made it as a hate crime, even though they're using the N word, the nigga. If I say the F word, and to me, those who are and listen, to me, those who are homosexuals and they live in their truth, they happen to be homosexuals who happen to be living their truth. They're gay.
Hey, guess who's back? Yep, your trusty disembodied voice here. Things took a slight detour. Okay, more like a scenic route off a cliff for a few minutes. Thanks to the magic of editing, we're back on track. Ignoring it would have been confusing, so here I am. And well, fuck it. We tried. Now back to your regularly scheduled podcast.
I'm the hater.
Yeah.
But the reason I don't say shit because I have to worry about retaliation when I'm not in these streets like that. I don't. And and one thing he said before he admit that he was pretty much messing with boys. He said, "I'm a killer, right?" And I know he is. I punish niggas, right? It's different when you have to, fight a nigga. I don't give a fuck about fight, but I'm not gonna die over what the fuck your sexuality is. I'm not gonna risk my life over the fuck that you wanna.
Whatever you choose,
cake and eat it too type
it's your
shit.
sexual preference. It ain't
crazy.
what you doing. You not doing it. I'm doing it. And you're gonna judge me for what I choose to do. That's wrong.
But a person don't have to agree.
Right? You don't. And I don't force it upon nobody. Like I know. Okay, if you know what it is, you be like, man, cuz don't bring dog around me. You know what I'm saying? Respectfully, I'm not gonna do that. I won't put my boyfriend in your presence or anywhere around you. You did? Because that'll tip the peaceful scale. I would have to ease it in there. I would have to get you to accept him. And by you accepting him, you accepting me more.
Pause, bro. Pause. No Diddy. You gotta ease it in. Pause, bro. Shut the fuck up, nigga. Nah, I get what you're coming from, cuz I'm not sitting there, damn, man, that's crazy. I thought, you did tell me y'all got something to say, and I get it, but I didn't think you were gonna go straight into bisexual. Like,
man, what is we here for? Because I come to you.
You came to me, but we here for good content that I felt like, we talk about anything you want to talk about within the streets and things you've been through and stuff you want to say. But if you could leave anything out and just tell people anything, like what would you say to a man or a young man thinking like you? Would you tell them, hey, live your truth? I get you afraid. I get that you probably scared of the backlash, but please speak your mind. Mm-hmm. Would you agree to say that?
Aren't masculine, and if they come out, they're gonna be humiliated. They're gonna be beat. Granted, I'm not one of them. I'm not one. No, I'm not. I'm just not going. But it's some that they get beat, they get humiliated.
I think that's not fair. I think that's messed up. I think if a person happen to be who they are, you don't need to beat their ass. You don't need to violate them. You don't need to rob them. You don't need to shame them or tease them. I don't think that's necessary.
But there are some people.
I'm not with that bullying bullshit.
Yeah, I'm not with it neither. But there are some people in the world that bullies people. And there are some people in the world that personally targets the homosexual community. You dig? So it's some of them that know, oh well, I'm gay and I can't fight. I don't want to be beat up, or I'm feminine. I don't want to be beat up. So I stick to myself. I stick to my crowd, and I shy away. I cower away. You dig? Because I'm gonna be beat on because of who I am. And I'm just being me.
Well, don't. I won't say don't be a coward, because I'm not trying to call a person a coward based on that. I'm saying don't be afraid. Mm-hmm. Live your truth, brother. If this is who you are, be who you are.
Don't
shame your family. Don't shame yourself. Don't shame the people that you hope to accept. If they're gonna accept you for who you are, they will. If they not, so fucking.
Everybody has something in this closet,
Well, you do agree that a person should tell their significant other.
Yeah,
there you go.
If you,
because if give that person the liberty to know and say yes or no to deal with you.
If you can look this person in the eyes and say, when it comes to men, if you can look this woman in the eyes and say, babe, I love you, I'm in love with you, then you should be able to tell her the truth, because you should give her the option of loving you unconditionally.
True enough.
And I'm not gonna lie, man. It is when it comes to women, cause it's two women that I love unconditionally. No matter what, I love them unconditionally. And
you love a man unconditionally as well.
It's a man that I love unconditionally too, no matter what. And like, it's the reason why I did it though, cause
that man is keeping your secret from that woman, and that man that you're dealing with also have a man.
He has a husband.
Cause this is this is some shit. Boy.
But I respect
Fucking
him because
crazy.
even though we've had sex, I've had sex with my boyfriend. You know, he's not my boyfriend for real. He is married. You know, but I address him as my boyfriend because that's the man that I like. And when I talk to him, hey baby daddy, he call me his baby daddy, and that's my boyfriend. I tell my kids that's my boyfriend. He talks to my kids. When I talk to him, where my son at? Oh, he right here. You ain't at the house.
And they cool with it?
Yeah. You know why? Because they respect me. They respect me. You know why they respect me? Because I'm not hiding it, cuz.
I can respect you. That doesn't mean I have to agree to the lifestyle.
You know how long I went. You know how many years I went with hiding who I truly was. Not only from you, but from the entire world. And it was uncomfortable. Because I was scared to be me. I've been asked by my sister, do you know what you want to do? Do you know what you want to be? And I didn't. You dig? I didn't. I can't say I know what I want to be, but I know what I can't say I know what I want to do, but I know what I want to be. I want to be me, and I want to be accepted for being me. You dig? Because I don't know how to be no other way. I just know how to be me. You know, it is a sophisticated woman, which I describe as a sophisticated woman. My definition is, you know, people like my sisters, they get up, work them 9 to 5, you know. I don't know how to talk to them. I know how to talk to hoes. I talk to women that's in the streets, prostitutes, you know. Those are the women that I like. Those are the women that I know because they're selling their body. I know that they're having sex with men that's undercover on the down low, that's having sex with other men, but they don't know because they're getting paid this money. I could sit back, man, and have this girl.
This is a crazy.
It's crazy.
It's crazy.
It's crazy.
Unrelated family tree type of thing. It's like, you know, the females that are sleeping with men who have the money to pay for it that are also the same very men that's sleeping with men.
Yeah.
And the women don't know it because they just looking for the dollar sign.
Yeah. 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 And these men got a wife. They paying for sex over here, and they got a boyfriend right here. They got another man over here on this side of town that they going to go see.
And I'll be fair to say, I'm not fair. I will say this. I may not know that point of view of the lifestyle that you're describing, but what I do know is that the ones I was incarcerated with, that's in the streets now, they part of that family tree too, that family unit of like having a wife, some kids, and also dealing with men. Yeah. And I'm gonna be real with you. I think I have one cousin, and I remember he was at my cousin Sonya's house. You know, Sonya did hair and all that type of shit, whatever. And I said, man, let me see your phone, because he gay. I was like, I bet you there's all kinds of Downlow dudes all in your phone. He said 85% is that in his phone.
It's more than that now.
I was like, cuz. And he was like, it ain't nasty. He said, what's nasty is what I do with them, what they do to me. I'm like, and they laughing about it. But I remember one of the girls was talking about the same, they were having a conversation with him. Cause they're like, I hit that too. The girl has sex with the same guy that he was sleeping with. Yeah. And they were just talking about it. Yeah. Like it's nothing. While they're getting their hair done, they're like, I'm like, this shit is crazy. What was taboo? Find you one person or two something and just stick to. Even, you know, I have a friend of mine. Right. But she'll say hello. I'll say what's up. Hope all is well. Then one day, she said, I need to tell you something. I'm like, what up? And I'm gonna pull up. She pull up. I'm in a vehicle with her. And she just bust in tears.
Why?
She found a video in his phone of him entering a man. And she was crushed. Like, she was saying everything. She's like, I don't get it. Like, we do all this stuff, and I let him put it wherever he want, type shit. Why him? Why? And why he recorded it? He got it in his phone, so I know he like what he do.
Because he.
And then she said, when she asked him, he said he was, he had substance abuse issues. He was doing it for drugs. Yeah.
That's a lie.
He said he had substance abuse and he was doing it to, make money to get high. The guy, she said the guy that he was dealing with
paid him to penetrate.
And
you got some guys that'll do that, but nah, he wasn't. And that circumstances, if she's already letting him have anal sex with her, he was doing it because, like I'm gonna be honest with you guys, it's just me. I can only give you my personal opinion, from the lifestyle I live. Like, he already feel as though that is better and a man is tighter than whatever she can offer.
Now, so when she was like, this is him, right? You should have seen the pain in her eyes. I mean, this is a confident woman. She's not ugly. She's a little bit on the thicker side. Pretty, smart, got a heart of gold. When she showed me her face and her she was just hurt, pain, because obviously this ain't something that he just now doing.
Right.
He have a video of this. And he kept it in his phone. She found it.
He's proud of himself, and
he cool with it. Like you don't record nothing because you're ashamed, or you just fucking record it for you just getting paid. It's a one-time thing. You record it because you like, I'm about to make a movie type shit.
Right, and this is what you like doing.
This is what you want and like to do. But I seen her pain, and I remember when they broke up. I don't know if they still sexually interacted with each other. I asked her about it. She said no. She said, I couldn't do it. I couldn't, But I always wondered, because every blue moon, if I was around her, I will come over and I'll see him leaving. Even though she said, he was just working on the house, or he was just fixing some things.
Yeah, them pipes and plumbing.
Like, damn, you. And it crossed my mind, even though she said no, I'm gonna take her word for face value. She ain't, but am I thinking at that time, like, yo, you still letting him hit.
Yeah.
Even though he just, and you seen visually him putting dick in another man's asshole, and you still like,
because he can provide the sex for her that the other man can't. Have you ever thought about that?
She can get another man to have sex.
But she probably can't get another man to hit it the way he hitting it.
That's sad.
You got some women that's like that. They like what they like.
And then one time, this is the first time I ever outed a dude. His name is I'm not.
You don't know his name.
So when I got out of the joint, I couldn't find no job. Places was not hiring me. Family background. There was no special programs for those who just got out. None of that shit. It was hard. I ended up getting word about this place called Julian's at the time. And my boy was like, bro, my man, Big Tim, shout out to my man, Big Tim. He said he got the red shirts. I couldn't make no money, so I was like, I'm gonna do security. So I remember I'll go up to Big Tim one day. I'm like, Big Tim, man, you Big Tim? He was like, yeah, what up? I'm like, what's good with him? I brand heard of Big Tim. I thought he was a wealthy boy or something. Couldn't remember, but I remember hearing about him. But I'm like, yo, dog, I need some work. I'll do security. He said, yo, you trained to go? I said, trained to go? He said, yeah, if we about to fight, we about to get into it. You ready to bang out? I said, fuck yeah, that's the fight. That's
what we do.
That's what I do. Is nothing, so. Instantly, he hired me on the spot, gave me a red t-shirt. It was like a 3XL big ass shirt, and I just put it on and did what he told me to do. Watch out for cats for fighting and be that. So a couple of weekends, I'm making some decent money, little bit of money. I'm like, sure, at least it's something.
Right.
At least nothing. And one time, I seen this guy who I was talking about seconds ago sitting at the table. He got bottles on the table. This dude got like shit, man, some baller shit, big bottles. He got females sitting around him. I recognized who he was. You know what I'm saying? You know, I remember he was in MTU, and he was bringing them boys in his cell, little white boys and shit, hanging a towel up, doing what he do. They walk out laughing and smiling. He walk out like he was tough and shit. I'm like, man, dog, come on, bro.
Crazy.
Yeah, and like, and everybody from GR were like, bro, we know your gay ass. And no, I did not. I put him in a headlock and like, yeah, all right,
Right.
But he's sitting in a club with the big bottles and all that. My cousin's sitting right next to him. I'll tell you who later. So I went up to her, and before I even said anything to her, he looked at me and he was like, "Oh, what up, G?" Like, what's good with it? He said, man, living my best life, you feel me? Want a shot? I said, I can't drink on a job.
Right.
He's like, cool. He said, well, shit, you can sit down, right? What's up, though? I said, man, I'm good, man. I didn't know you go both ways. He said, what? I said, you heard me. He said, hey, man, hold up, bro. He got to move from the table. I ain't worried, because I'll stump this nigga the fuck out.
Right.
He's, you know, like most everybody, I'm short as hell. He bigger, I'm taller, whatever. I'm not give a fuck. Because I see my cousin sitting next to him. And I should say something to my cousin first.
Right.
Instead of him. Even my cousin like, what the fuck you say, John? Like, you tripping, chill. He came from around the table and he grabbed one of the bottles. I'm aware of everything. Like, he gonna try to put this bottle. I'm gonna fucking uppercut on him. Lift him up, slam him. Like, I had all my mind set. But what he did, he tried to give me the bottle at the time. Like, Cristal was that shit. A little glowing yellow ass bottle. He's like, yo, man. I said, what? He said, bro, light enough. Take this, bro. He said, bro, you institutionalized, bro. Leave that shit in the jail cell, baby. Let that go, bro. I'm not on that type of time. I was on that type of time in there, bro, not out here, bro. And I was like, bro, fuck that.
That's the man that got the high sex drive that can't control it.
He said, look, dude, what you want, man? He said, I ain't trying to fight you. I ain't trying to beef, bro. And I was like, man, just tell old girl in the corner of that motherfucking table to leave your table. He said, who, her? Shit, that's all? What, that's your bitch or something? I said, no, nigga, that's my cousin. He's like, oh, okay, cool. That's nothing. I get her gone. Say less. So we go back to the table. I had a bottle in my hand. I put it back on the table. And he whispered to one of the chicks. Then the other chicks was like, what? And she whispered to her, and she like, what the fuck? She's like, why I gotta leave? What the fuck? She like, John, what's your problem? I was like, man, come on, cuz, let's go. She's like, what? I said, And I grabbed that Cristal bottle off the table again. I said, you can have it. I said, nigga, what is wrong with you? I was like, come on, I'm gonna talk to you. And he was like, yeah, man, you gotta go. Sorry, I ain't got nothing. You gotta go. She's like, man, well, fuck you, nigga. She told that to him. Then she turned to me, fuck you too. I'm like, fuck me. I said, come here. So I'm following her. She all mad. We go past the bar, go head toward the bathroom. And at that bar, how this angle, you can go one way to a hallway, another way that's gonna pass the bathroom. And Julian's at the time. So I was like, come here, man, before she exit out. And she's like, what? I said, man, that dude fuck with dudes. You didn't even know that, did you? He was fucking niggas in that goddamn place. She said, what place? I said, the joint, locked up. She's like, nigga, I don't give a fuck what he do with his motherfucking dick. At the end of the day, that nigga buying bottles and getting money. Who said I was gonna fuck him?
Right.
My homegirl up on that nigga, not me.
You ruined her fun. Because you thought
like,
you was protecting her.
What? Yeah. She's like, I don't give a fuck. If I was gonna fuck that nigga, I'd put on a condom.
Right.
Then she's like I probably was gonna do, nigga. Ugh.
But you
walked
ruined
out.
it.
I was like,
You ruined her fun.
But the
because
thing
you thought you was
is,
protecting her.
You're right.
Yeah.
When I come to the realization that some females just don't give a fuck.
They don't. They
don't give a fuck.
And nowadays, 95% of them don't give a fuck.
That's true. And I believe you on that, because if you look at a lot of situations when it came to the same-sex relations with men, they tend to have a lot of female friends.
Yeah.
And they be in a choir singing with the females. They be interacting with females, telling them their secrets and all that shit. So it was something that was in front of me that I didn't necessarily acknowledge, even though I was a kid watching it. You know, when somebody about to fight a dude and the gay friend hopped in, and the gay friend is hopping in on a female fight. Fighting like a female, doing all that bullshit, but it's a dude. And the girls don't give a fuck. They treating it like, that's my bitch though. That's my bitch. She got my back, calling her or him, her, she, and all that shit.
Right.
And fighting her right along.
Right.
I think that's one of the biggest problems too, because they support the bullshit.
Right. That's I don't agree with that. A man, even if he's gay, like, this is the woman. Stay the fuck out of that. Because you ain't gonna fight a man like this.
I swear.
You know?
And I'm seeing sometimes where you can watch in these boy fight clubs on those shows and shit, where they
baddies on
bad boys, bad girls type bullshit. And I remember like the gay dude come, the girls go crazy. That bitch, that's y'all's bitch, all that bullshit.
You know why? Because not only, and this is my opinion. It's my opinion.
I don't know why. It is what it is.
Because okay, now you got this man right here that thinks he's a woman. Okay, he thinks he's me, and now I get to talk to him the way I want to talk to my significant other or my husband. I want to have girl time with him because I can't have it with my husband because your husband is masculine, but this man right here is feminine.
Masculine.
Yeah, masculine. But this man right here is feminine, so you can have girl time with him.
Find you a girl to have girl time with.
A woman don't always want to talk to another woman. Just like a man don't always want to talk to another man. I get along with men, right? If they're my family. You don't, like, how many men have you seen me? Hey, John, this is my cousin. But how many women have you been like, yeah, I know this or that, I know that chick, because I associate with more women.
There's a female I know that to kick it with my own cousin like that.
I hope I can come back for more, because, man, like I got a lot that, you know what I'm saying, that can be talked about.
I ain't trying to talk about gay shit all day.
I ain't talking about that.
Then what you talking about?
And like my life. You did.
You could have talked about more about your life. You jumped straight to the bisexual shit.
Because it's chapters. It's stages. Cause I've been through a lot.
I'm put like this. You know, when I drop this, and that's a little bit of viewers that watch, they say, "Hell, bring them back on one day again. Why not?"
Yeah.
And you know, I'm not against that. You know what I'm saying?
Thanks for having me on your podcast. You know,
for sure. If there's anything you want to end with that you feel the people should know, or anybody who ever watching should know, like you want to end it with?
Man, don't be scared to be yourself. When you stop yourself from being yourself, you're holding yourself back from completing your goals. You'll never know what you want to do or what you want to be in life if you're scared of being yourself. Open up the door. Say hello. You know, don't be scared to speak. You got to look yourself in the mirror, and you got to confront that person, because that's where it starts. You know?
Live your truth, and no one can use it against you.
Facts.
Well, I want to say again, man, thanks for coming through.
Thank you for having me.
To my good old road device that I just got used to and trying to get used to. And,
hey, man.
I'm glad again you came through, cuz didn't necessarily think it'll go in that direction, but I think people should understand that there's different walks of life.
Right.
There's certain places that
platforms have to be created for people.
I'll just say there's certain things that need to be addressed in the most mature way without violating, without disrespecting, without trying to make it to the point where somebody feels so ashamed.
Right.
I'm glad you had a chance to kick it. You know, there was a lot of people that was against this shit.
Yeah.
Tell me, don't do it, cuz. Don't do it. You're gonna regret it. And honestly, I don't. And I'm glad I did it. And when I sit down, and I might not even edit nothing, depending on what the hell, you know, the person.
Hey,
I just
my
keep
opinion
it
on
real
that,
with everybody.
I feel as though you shouldn't edit nothing, because it's raw and uncut. Like, I came to you. I asked you, can I use your platform for me to come out on, for me to address something in the world, because I had something I had to get off my chest, you know?
Not necessarily come out like bisexual. I'm bisexual. Right. But you told me I want to address something. I want to bring it. I'm like, and I'm thinking, why not? You know, but at the same token, I'm like, cousin, what about the backlash?
I'm prepared.
That's what I first thought. The moment you said, "Yeah, then I'm bisexual," I'm like, God damn, nigga, we just talked about childhood. You would just say that. And what about the girls that don't know? What about? Don't you want to talk to them first before you? If I was to air this out and
talk to them about what?
At the platform, on the platform, like it is. And
okay, talk to them about what? Because the ones that's gonna come talk to me, and this is honestly speaking, you know them.
The fuck, the females.
Yeah, you know them. You know, them the ones that's gonna come talk to me.
The relatives.
Yeah. Not only the relatives. People like females that's been around the family for a long time. You know?
I mean, cause
and I came right out because like we started out talking about the childhood. I've been this since a child. You know?
Say less.
So
well, I guess
why not just
like that, man?
It's just come on, you gotta
like that. Like,
you got a full full of liquor, you dive in it, right?
Yeah, you know, you live your truth, and no one can use it against you.
Right.
Thanks for coming to the platform.
No problem, man. I hope the fans and they vote for me to come back, man, because it's a lot more to my story, you know.
Is there like a vote? It's like if somebody demands
request,
and I'm not shy from it. It's like, yo, this family, and we may not hang out, we may not interact all the time, but you know it's love when I see you, family.
Exactly.
If you ever hit me, I ain't like I'm like he called me, I'm gonna avoid his line. You know, I always pick up.
Facts.
And you got family that will let your phone call go forever, before they pick up me. I always hit you back, family.
And you know what? That's let me say that too, man. Be aware of the choices that you choose to make in life. Because your choices, man, it'll block you from getting your blessings. And it'll stop people from messing with you. So always make the right choices, man, because you're either going to lose or you're going to win. And if you're losing, you're really going to lose in life.
Well, don't act like you was a whole angel all your life, nigga.
I haven't.
That's why I know this. Okay,
that's why I know this.
They got their reasons why. So,
I've burnt bridges, plenty of bridges.
Yeah, because it's crazy. But at the end of the day, like I said, I know we said it's 3 times already, but I'm grateful that you came. I'm grateful that you had this conversation.
Thank you for having me.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
If you enjoy my content, well, please follow, like, and subscribe for more.